Rambe YouTube, it is Wednesday and I got a fresh, brand new heavy box of comic books from Packrat Comics. So let's get into them. Happy New Comic Book Day. Now I always open up these packages on screen so you can see the safety and security that your packages will be sent with when you order from wherever I'm ordering from this week. This week's orders from PackratComics.com. They are out of Hilliard, Ohio, but they ship nationwide. Very fast shipping, great prices, and great care put into the handling. We have the flat box here, multiple layers of cardboard protection, and all the board bags are individually bagged, and all the books are individually bagged and boarded. And we have the receipt right here. Let's get into this week's books, starting with a trade paperback, The Ice Cream Man. This is volume 3 of Ice Cream Man from Image Comics. I actually got introduced to this book via Packrat Comics. I placed a few orders from them of trade paperbacks, and out of nowhere I received a box that had this hat, some posters, and volume 1 and Ice Cream Man is kind of a thank you. And I've really dug this series. I read through the first 2 volumes. I read them in one sitting, not even intending to. It's just that gripping of storytelling. It is kind of a horror anthology type book. Very good stuff. Okay, next we have from Dark Horse Comics, Only the Savage Are Left. I believe this is number 3. This is a dystopian horror survival story that is very, 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 it's a page turner. It really makes you want to see what's going to happen next. It's visceral, violent, but not overly violent. Yeah, this is number 3. I think as far as the art and the writing go, it's a perfect marriage because the brutality of the art represents the brutality of the writing and the desperate circumstances our characters find themselves in. So I really enjoy that aspect of it. Okay, next we have a brand new number 1 issue from Image Comics. And it is called The Last Driver. I do not know too much about it. I really dug the cover and the short introduction I read to it online, and it's from Image, so I give them a little bit more trust. And now this is very interesting. While it looks like a standard book, it actually reads sideways. This is the first time that I have seen something like this. I am intrigued before I read the first book, the first word. This is an interesting and fun layout. And the art as well is very vibrant. It takes advantage of, this long ways background here. You have these panels that stretch across the whole span of the book. It's not something just they didn't do it just to do it. It has a purpose. Like you look at this panel right here, it takes up all of this space across the entirety of what would usually be the vertical reading of the book, makes it horizontal to a long panel that you're not going to see in any other format. I am glad I gave this a try. I am going to see if it actually fits this ambitious layout. Next, from AMP Comics, we have Kill Switch number 4. This is a very, very, very good book with a very novel concept. It's the not too far away future. There's this technology that allows you to upgrade yourself, make yourself smarter, whatever, but the downside is it's been hacked and people are using it to jump into people's bodies, steal from them, and then so they can jump to the next person, kill them. So yeah, it is a very, very good book. I've been gripped with it every week, every month. By the end of every book, I can't wait for the next issue. We're on number 4, and it really doesn't feel like it's been going that long. Okay, next we have my favorite comic book universe from, I think it's safe to say it now. Image has to be my favorite comic book company, mainly because that's where most of my comic book budget goes. And what's amazing is that they put out so much stuff. Most of my reading list is Image Comics, and there is probably 2 to 3 times more stuff they're putting out right now that I don't read. And so to put out that much quality at that much volume is something special. This is really a golden era for Image Comics. And this is part of that Gunslinger Spawn. We're at issue number 57. I love this cover here. Just a sparse background, him flying through the air, guns blazing. He is my favorite Spawn. He is one of the newer Spawns to the team. He is the weakest, but he has his own things that he brings to the Spawn lore. Very good stuff. I've been with this one since issue number 1. Even have a Gunslinger Spawn McFarlane action figure I keep on my shelf over there. Alright, now we have G.I. Joe number 25. And this is not the long-running Larry Hama G.I. Joe Real American Hero. I read that and enjoy that as well. But this is the Energon version, or Energon Universe version of G.I. Joe, which combines G.I. Joe, Transformers, Void Rivals, and now Mask. And it looks like we're starting a new arc, G.I. Joe Night Force 1 of 5. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to do this. A lot of times when they have these specific arcs, they will do weekly drops, bi-weekly drops. We'll see how that drops. I don't know if it'll be monthly or if they're going to expedite it like they did with the Dreadnought War. I'm kind of hoping for expedited because I love these events. It breaks up the minutia and you get more Energon Universe G.I. Joe. They've been building a Night Force version of G.I. Joe quietly in the background of the main G.I. Joe team. And so it looks like that's going to come to a head finally here. And then you look at this cover, and this is from Image / Skybound as well. The cover goes all the way around and creates a big scene of where you get to see the G.I. Joe team as established thus far facing off against the Night Force. So I am very, very much looking forward to getting into that. And the last book we got is from Dynamite Comics. And it is Altered State Warlords number 3. This is a kind of team up of really some of my favorite characters in all the comic books. We have Red Sonja, Vampirella, Deja Thoris, John Carter, and this is just a fun team up that's taking place on Mars, and it's not really based on any of the other team ups before, like Dynamite. That was DIE exclamation point Amite. That is a zombie series that it adds another chapter every few years or so. We'll get a short run of that. It's not based on any other crossover from Red Sonja, Deja Thoris, or Vampirella. This is all brand new lore featuring some of my favorite iconic characters from Dynamite Comics. We're on issue number 3, and I've really enjoyed both. I like how they introduced the characters. It's been very creative and novel and fun, and it gives another angle on these characters that I've been reading for years. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys got in your new comic book day. If you got something that I got, let me know what you think about it. If there's something I don't have that you think I'm missing out on, let me know in the comments down below. And if you would like to contribute to the growth of this channel, you can do so by using the QR code on the screen now to buy me a coffee. But the most important and easiest ways you can support the content is watching, liking, subscribing. It's free. And maybe even sharing the video. But most importantly, let's keep the love of comic books going and the positivity in this comic space, because that's what I'm all about. And if you want to check out Packrat Comics for yourself, you can find them at packratcomics.com. When I say they have the best service that I've dealt with, I'm not just saying that because that's my current supplier. I have dealt with companies from across the country, some near, some far, and a lot of them have been great. Coffee and a comic, great service. They're out of Huntington Beach, California. Great service, great prices. Jeff is a great dude, great local business. But Packrat Comics, they go above and beyond, and they do things, that make the shopping experience special, that you don't ask for and that you don't expect. So check them out, www.packratcomics.com. I will see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I will. I got a whole bunch to get through. I am out.